Hello everybody and welcome back to Moneyfields FC. Now it's been a few days since we last see each other, and since then we have taken our first steps into the transfer market. We have played out pre-season and we are now ready to get our Wessex League Premier Division campaign underway. But before we do, it's the usual favours, so please guys, if you can, like, comment, share, subscribe, and just give me a little helping hand to push this series out to a few more viewers. But now it's time to sit back and put your feet up as we get started on episode 2 of the only Tier 10 split play series on YouTube to feature real players from the start. It's Grassroots to glory.
Grassroots to glory.
So in today's episode, guys, I'm going to introduce you to our new signings. I'm going to show you the tactics I'm going to be deploying this season. I'll run through all our results from pre-season and the extra preliminary qualifying round of the FA Cup before we head off to the Moneyfields Sports Ground to take on Portland United in our first Wessex League Premier Division match of the season. So guys, we've got 3 new signings to show you today, 2 of which have been signed for the future and 1 who will slip straight into the first team this season. So first up, we have Joel Sutton, a 16-year-old left back. We look at his technical attributes. They're good for our level of football. Crossing, marking and passing all at 7, tackling at 8. His mental attributes, again, for our level are good, barring his positioning, which is at 5, but we have been working on that as an additional focus in training. And he has good physical attributes for our level of football too. All round, he's a good player for our level of football. He is a 4-star current ability, but given his age, only 16 years old, he will be second choice left back at the club this season, and we'll look to push him on to be a starter from season 2. Our second signing now is another 16-year-old. It's right winger Ellis Robb. Now, looking at his attributes, his technicals, 7s in first touch, dribbling and passing, 8 in technique, but crossing of only 6, so we've set that as his additional focus in training. And look at his mentals, he has good mentals for our level of football. And again, his physicals aren't bad for our level either. But like the first signing, he's only 16, so he will again be second choice right winger for this season, and we'll look to push him on to be a starter in season 2. Now our third and final signing, the only one we signed to go straight into the first team, is 19-year-old left winger James Oliver. Now he has a 4-star current ability. His technical attributes, he has 8 crossing, 7 in dribbling, first touch of 9, passing 7, and only 5 in technique. That's where his additional focus will be in training. Now his mentals, he has good mental attributes for our level of football. Off the ball of 8, work rate 6. And physicals, he has 10 in acceleration, agility of 13, 11 pace, 10 stamina, so he's quick. What we want from our wingers. A good signing for the first team. The only signing to go straight into the first team. And now I feel we have a well-rounded squad to take on the Wessex League Premier Division. Now we look at the tactics I've chosen to go with for the season ahead. And we set up with a balanced 4-2-4 wide system, but we don't want too many instructions because the players at such a low level of football won't have the technical ability to perform fancy tactics. So with that in mind, in possession we set up with much shorter passing, low crosses, work the ball into the box, play for set pieces, a slightly higher tempo, and we play wide. In transition, we want to distribute to the fullbacks, we want to counter, and we want to counter press. And out of possession, we want to force the opposition out wide, we want to press much more often, and we want to use the offside trap. So a pretty simple, but hopefully very effective tactic going forward for the season ahead to get some decent results and get promotion at the first time of asking. Now it's time to look at all our results from pre-season, and the first thing you'll notice is all our friendlies were at home. This was simply to make a bit of money, and we actually come out of pre-season with a profit of just over £19,000, which is a huge sum of money for this level of football. But we started off with a 2-0 defeat at the hands of Harrington Waterlooville before we were on the wrong end of 3 5-0 jobbings from Gosport Borough, Stevenage and Portsmouth respectively. We then faced off against a couple of teams more of our standing as we beat Croydon 3-1 before we rounded up pre-season with a 2-1 victory over Hayley. We then had 2 competitive games before our first league game of the season as we travelled away to Lye in the FA Cup extra preliminary round. They held us to a 0-0 draw, booking a replay back at our place where we eventually ran out 2-1 winners. That not only booked us a FA Cup preliminary round tie against Handsworth, but it also made us an extra 1.1k to add to the bank balance. Not only have we made money from our friendlies and our little FA Cup run so far, we've also making 28 grand a year from our affiliates, and we also signed a new shirt sponsor worth 3.2k a year. So we're already making money to hopefully pump into the structure of the club. But now it's time you've all been waiting for as we go and see our first starting lineup of the 21-22 Wessex League Premier Division season. So your Moneyfields team for today's season opener against Portland United is in goal, Tom Price. At right back, it's Harry Birmingham. Liam Carr and Tom Payne make your central defensive partnership, and it's Ellis Martin at left back. In midfield, we have Harry Bedford and George Molyneux. On the wings is Joe Briggs and James Oliver, and your strike partnership for today's game is Josh Bailey and Steve Hutchins. On the bench, we have Callum McGeorge, we have Rob Evans, Danny Burrows, Josh Hazel and Tyler Morritt. Now I'm off to have a chat with the lads before the game, and I'll see you at the Moneyfields Sports Ground. So we're underway here today at the Moneyfields Sports Ground. Encouragement to the team start off, and it's Portland United who have the first attack of the game. It's Cameron to Thomas, but well intercepted by Harry Birmingham to Josh Bailey, who feeds the ball over the top. Steve Hutchins bearing down on goal. First attack of the game. Oh, and it was nearly 1-0. So close to the perfect start there. He was through on goal. Lovely. Brilliant ball over the top. We have throwing now Harry Birmingham to Joe Briggs. Joe Briggs turned past it to Josh Bailey. Back to Harry Bedford. Steve Hutchins tried to flick, and it's Portland who come away with the ball. Morris has found space out on the right hand side. He breaks into the box. He's got 2 men on him. Gets the cross in, and they hit the post, and Liam Carl puts it behind for the first corner kick of the game. It's Portland United with the corner now. Morris to float the ball in. It's flicked on, and it's over for a goal kick. So we'll get the game back underway now. No highlights as of yet. Haven't been the better side yet. Portland are bringing it to us today. So we'll demand a bit more from the team. Hopefully get another chance to put ourselves in the forefront in this match. 20 minutes in now, and we have a free kick. Harry Birmingham to Joe Briggs. Back to Birmingham. To Harry Bedford. Liam Carl now. He can run in the middle of the park. He plays it to Steve Hutchins. George Molyneux. He plays it back to Steve Hutchins, but keeper comes up and collects comfortably. And keeper kicks it long now. Over the top to Atta, who gets it down to Godfrey. He has a bit of time on the ball. Lovely cut out by George Molyneux. James Oliver now on the left wing. He's surrounded, but he plays it back to Ellis Martin, who plays it inside to Tom Kane. Tom Kane brings it forward and plays it to Steve Hutchins, who gives it to George Molyneux. Back to Hutchins, who can run into the box, shoots. Oh, fine save. Oh no, it was over from free kick just inside our own half now for Portland United. Cameron launches it into the box. Get the flick on. Oh, great save by Price. Clear to the edge of the box to Atta. Can he get his cross in? He can, but it's played away by Ellis Martin to Cameron. Back to Atta and blocked. And they look a strong team, the Portland United, but we're defending well so far. So hopefully we can still get something out of this game. It's all to play for at 0-0. We'll demand a bit more again from the team. Half hour in now. We do look dangerous on the break, but we haven't really got through yet. It's Hutchins on the left-hand side now to George Molyneux. Through to Hutchins. Can he get the ball in? Briggs. 1-0 Moneyfields. Joe Briggs. 37 minutes in and we break the deadlock. A lovely ball in from Steve Hutchins. And it's met by Joe Briggs to put us 1-0 up. Now you see here, Steve Hutchins gets the ball back on the left-hand side. Lovely ball in. Joe Briggs rises high, gets his head on it, and into the far corner. Put us 1-0 up. So we'll fire the boys up after that goal. 4 minutes to go to half time. Can we get another before the break? No, we can't. That's half time. I'm going to give my team talk, and I'll see you all in the second half. We get the second half underway here at the Moneyfields Sports Ground. Show the team some encouragement for the second half as we've got a free kick. Price plays it to Birmingham. Back to Liam Carl. Out to the goal scorer Joe Briggs. He plays it to Harry Bedford. Back to Liam Carl. He brings it to the halfway line. He's over the halfway line. He's still going. Plays it to George Molyneux. Finds Steve Hutchins. Gives it to James Oliver out on the left wing. Gets the ball into the box. But there's no one in there. And Macbeth can clear. Plays it long, but Harry Birmingham gets it back to Bedford, who finds Joe Briggs. Josh Bailey finds Steve Hutchins, who shoots. Oh. Good effort there. Very good effort. So we're 1-0 up. 10 minutes into the second half. The Portland keeper sends it long. Cameron to Atta, who finds Lowe's on the left-hand side. Plays it back to Cameron, who gives it to Macbeth. Godfrey. Atta, Lowe's plays the ball across goal, but there's no one there. And Ellis Martin can clear. He finds Steve Hutchins on the left-hand side. He cut inside to James Oliver. Back to Ellis Martin now. Harry Bedford. Josh Bailey, can he turn? He plays it out, but it's intercepted by Macbeth. Lowe's. Cameron. Godfrey to Atta. Plays it out wide to Lowe's. Godfrey. Into our box now. He's got space and Price gathers the ball up. Still 1-0 money. Good start to the second half again. Fairly balanced game. They have a free kick in a dangerous position now, Portland. Godfrey to take. He hits it and it's off the wall. Godfrey picks it up out on the right hand side. Plays it inside to Thomas. Gets the ball in. It's got all the way across to Kalama. Metcalf. Kalama. Morris head. Price is equal to it. Can he start a counter attack here? He's going to play it long. Over the top. George Molyneux racing through. He's through on goal. Just over. Could have been 2 then. Should have been 2 then. Demand a bit more from the team. As we go and make some substitutions. And I'll see you when I've made the changes. 2 substitutions now. Oh, and it's 1-1. Brandon Metcalf has equalised as we make our substitutions. But the substitutions we have brought on, Danny Burrows for Harry Bedford, and Josh Hazel has come on the left-hand wing. As we went 1-1. Not great. Let's demand more from the team. We're still in it. It's only 1-1. We can win this. Liam Kyle, Danny Burrows. Kyle over the top. And Metcalf picks it up. Back to the keeper. He plays it long out to the right-hand wing. Morris gets his head on it to Atta. But Kane now. To Ellis Martin. To Hazel. Josh Hazel can run. Steve Hutchins. Back to Josh Hazel. Goes back to Kane. Tom Kane brings it out now. Plays it to Steve Hutchins, who finds Josh Bailey over the top. Make it 2-1 to Moneyfields. Get in. First goal of the season for Josh Bailey. Great assist for Steve Hutchins. And that is 2-1. Game on. Can't shout the team at the minute, but 15 minutes to go. Can we hold on to this lead? Let's make a change up top. Let's bring Tyler Morritt on for Steve Hutchins for the last 10 minutes. I hope we can hold on to this for the win. Godfrey shoots now, it's just wide. Thought that was another equaliser then. So Tyler Morritt is now on for Steve Hutchins as Portland United have a corner. And it's floated into the middle and headed over. Tom Kane looked tired. George Molyneux looked tired. We're getting tired now. Morris into the box. Back to Elliott. To Beetle. Clark can shoot, well blocked. Falls to Macbeth on the left-hand side. Can he get a cross in? Yes, he can. And it's headed away. Josh Hazel chases, but Elliott beats him to it. Gets another ball into the box. And it's the equaliser from Alex Godfrey. 2-2, 6 minutes to go. Can we find a winner? We've been the better team, I think. Well, I'd say that it's been quite even, actually. Come on, demand more. We don't want to lose this one now. Lowe's to BT. Back to Lowe's on the left-hand wing. Chased down by Briggs, who dispossessed. Burrows to Kyle. Tom Kane. George Molyneux in the middle. Out to Josh Bailey. Turn. Tries to find Briggs, but it's picked up by Macbeth, who plays it back to his keeper. Goes long. Straight to Hay Birmingham. Plays it to Danny Burrows. Back to Liam Cole. Liam Cole could bring it forward. Got acres of space. Trying to pick the right party. Finds Josh Bailey. Oh, he fires it over. That was a chance. That was the chance possibly to win this game as we head into 5 minutes time added on now. Portland have a goal kick, played long, and BT finds it, it's hoofed upfield. Tyler Morritt chasing. Kalama to Elliott. To Clark. Godfrey now. George Molyneux back to Tyler Morritt. Can we find one last attack? Tom Kane. Danny Burrows. Josh Bailey finds Tyler Morritt. He's in. He shoots. He scores. 3-2 Moneyfields. It's a good game, this. 3 minutes of injury time left. Can we hold on? Can we hold on for valuable 3 points at the start of the season? And that is full time. We win our first game of the season. It finishes Moneyfields 3, Portland 2. And I'm going to congratulate the lads, and I'll see you all in just a sec. Wow, guys, what a way to start the season. A 5-goal thriller in which we grab an injury time winner to start our campaign with all 3 points. But all that leaves me to do now is show you the fixtures and tell you where we'll come back for episode 3, and that will be mid-November with a double header of games, first off at home to Amesbury before we travel away to Chestnut Avenue to face AFC Stoneham. Now don't forget, guys, if you're enjoying this series, then give the video a big thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. All that's left for me to say is up the monies. I'll see you in a few days.